Before you go upstairs and call all your friends, do me a favor and just take the packages into the library, please.
Okay.
Thanks, honey.
Dad.
Hey, sweetheart, welcome home.
Clint.
Hey, Jess.
Vicky.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Kevin. Clint, what are you doing here so early in the morning? Did something happen that we don't know about?
Well, as a matter of fact, something did happen. Something kind of surprising.
You're drinking espresso at this hour in the morning? Clint? Kevin? Would someone tell me what's going on, please?
Ciao, Mama. Come va?
Joey! Oh!
Now tell me what you think of this for our draw. Why go west when you can have the best right here? 50 miles of heavenly powder by day, and by night, the earthly delights of a mountain sunset in.
Oh, I like it, especially that earthly delights part. Oh, boy.
Thank you.
For what?
The present. I mean, it's the most incredible gift anyone has ever given me, and I'm going to turn it into the most incredible ski resort ever.
I know you will. If anybody can do it, you can.
You know why?
Why?
Because you believe in me.
You know what? I sure do. And what's better than that, I feel like we're starting all over again.
Me too. Magic just won't stop.
Listen, Bo, Nora was rough on you. I know that. But listen, you can't take it personally, buddy. She was just doing her job.
How else should I take it, Hank? She attacked my integrity. And we're talking about the woman I'm planning on spending the rest of my life with?
Good morning.
Good morning, Nora. Listen, why don't I leave you two alone, huh?
I'm wearing my favorite tie.
Oh, yeah, I guess I am.
It's crooked here. Look at it.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I was hoping that we would drive to court together this morning. How come you left while I was in the shower?
I just had to take care of a few things down at the station, so.
Oh. Bo, you ever gonna forgive me for what happened here yesterday?
So what do you think?
Simply stunning and very Roxanne.
You think so? Oh, wait till you see Powell's costume. He's Cyrano, and he's, well, of course, and he's got this nose. It's out here, I swear.
I think you guys have a very good chance at first prize.
You think so? Well, anyway, I just, know we'll have a great time.
I think that's a sure thing.
Powell is so much fun. You know, I just never thought feeling this way could, feel this way. Oh, that's probably him right now. I'm supposed to help Kevin set up with the, party, the dance. Okay, Powell, I'm ready. Powell? 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 Hello, is anyone there? That's strange. I hung up.
Wait, I'll get it.
Hi.
Hey, hi.
Hi.
Rebecca.
Come on in. I can see that you have no interest in this party at all.
Well, maybe just a little.
Okay. I may not see you later, so I want you both to have a wonderful time.
Thank you, Renee.
Okay. Oh.
Bye.
I'll see you later. I gotta get back
Thanks.
to work.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Something wrong?
No.
Are you sure?
Something strange just happened a minute ago, that's all.
Well, what?
Somebody called. When I answered, they hung up. That's it. Oh, I'm being stupid. I'm sorry. I mean, it was the wrong number, and some people have no manners.
Wait, wait, wait. Do you think it was Todd?
No, no. I mean, forget I mentioned it. Okay, it's not like I've been getting a lot of them. It was just this one time.
Right. Okay.
And besides, Bo said that Todd was spotted in New York. So there's no need to worry. He's nowhere near here.
No, it ain't Powell! It ain't Powell! It's me. It's me, Rebecca. Don't you think about me.
No way. Not those two. That ain't gonna happen.
Excuse me. Blair. Sorry to interrupt. Well, what are you here for?
Yeah, what can we do for you?
Well, I was just in the neighborhood, and I thought I would stop by to see if I could make an appointment.
Oh, well, who did you want to see?
Someone about a facial.
Well, let's see. Oh, Jennifer?
Great.
I'll go get her appointment book. I'll be right back.
Great.
Facial, huh?
Yeah. It's been a long time since my last one.
I bet.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it have been a lot more convenient to call than driving halfway across town to make an appointment?
Yes, but I didn't know if I would get the chance to talk to you.
About what?
Well, about whether or not you were all right. One minute we were headed to Atlantic City, and the next minute you were out the door, Max. I just wanted to make sure that you were okay.
Told you, I changed my mind.
Yeah, I know, and I guess now I know there's no sense to me to worry. You and Luna obviously made up, and you're as happy as ever.
We did, and we are.
Good. I mean, great. Congratulations. What did it, if you don't mind me asking?
This place, Mountain Sunset Inn, together we're going to turn it into the finest ski resort in America.
A ski resort? Whoa, I didn't even know you could ski, Max. Well, that sounds like a very vigorous challenge.
Oh, look, I don't want you to think that I'm going to stiff you on the cash. I mean, you're going to get back every cent of that loan.
Max, there's no rush. I already told you.
Yeah.
Whenever.
No, I know that, and I appreciate it, but the sooner the better as far as I'm concerned. I don't like to be in debt to anyone.
Who does? Well, oh, gee, I'd love to sit here and chat with you, but Dorian's trial is about to start up for the morning, so better get going.
What about your facial appointment?
Oh, right. You tell Luna that I will call her about that, and I guess I'll be seeing you at the casino?
Wouldn't count on it. Gonna be a little too busy to play cards.
Right. Your ski resort. Well, good luck with that, Max. Bye.
So long.
When are you gonna stop giving me all those icy stares and monosyllabic answers?
Honey, I'm just trying to deal with this thing right now, okay?
Can't you talk about this with me? The last thing we need right now is for you to be doing your Gary Cooper imitation.
This is not a joke.
I'm not laughing. I was just doing my job.
Just doing your job. I know that. I know. I feel like Vicky must feel right now. See, in my heart, I know you're the defense attorney. It's your job to go after witnesses for the prosecution. In my gut, I keep asking, why me? Why would you go after me like that and make it so personal?
It wasn't personal.
Standing in there, taking those cheap shots about me arresting Dorian all because of Cassie?
I was just trying to discredit Hank's case.
And I guess I just got in the way?
Essentially, yes, you got in the way.
I think I need a little space right now. Excuse me.
Bo, I love you.
Then why?
Nora, where on earth have you been?
Better late than never, right, Dorian?
Right. Actually, I know that I was very angry with you at the time, but I want to tell you that I forgive you for not attacking Bo more when he was on the stand.
Really?
Yes. Though I still do think you could have taken the opportunity to score a few more points with the jury. Still, why harp on that now?
Dorian, do you have any idea?
Oh, please, please, please. No more anger. Not now. Today is the first day of our defense, and I want you to concentrate all of your energies on getting me off. In fact, I don't want you to think about anything else.
Right. Well, where is he?
Where's who?
Lee Chapin, Victor's old butler. The key to your defense.
I haven't seen him. I thought he was with you.
No, he's not with me. I don't believe this. If he's not here soon, you can kiss your freedom goodbye.
How can I?
Oh, I was such an ugly American at the beginning. I didn't know a pizza from a piazza.
Well, not anymore, that Giuseppe, huh?
You got it. No, Italy's really an awesome place once you get the hang of it. But I just missed you guys, so I decided to come home a couple of days early. Hope you don't mind.
Oh, sweetheart mine, are you kidding? We're thrilled to have you back.
It hasn't been the same around here without you.
Thanks, Jess. So how was your trip to California? Did you and Mom have fun?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we had a very nice time, didn't we, darling, huh?
Yeah, it was nice.
Great. Great.
Hey, you remember that trip when we drove from the ranch up to San Diego that summer?
How could I forget? Jessica asked the same question about 400 times. Are we almost there, Daddy?
I did not.
Oh, yeah, you did. I was ready to strangle you.
Okay, so maybe I did it a couple times.
Couple of times, yeah, right. I'll get that.
You know what? It's been a long time since we were all together. Why don't we have a big family breakfast, huh? We'll make pancakes and Joey can tell us all about Italy, huh? What do you think?
Well, good morning, everyone.
So.
Welcome home.
Hi. Hi.
And Joey.
Yes.
Hi, General.
Have a good time in Italy?
I did. Thanks.
Well, it's good to see you made back in one piece. And with newfound taste for all things Italian. I see you're an espresso maker there.
Would you like a cup?
Well, no, thank you. Not this morning. I've come to pick up your mother to take her to the trial.
Well, did you find Chapin?
No, I didn't.
What were you doing all of this time?
I was calling the hotel where I'd made a reservation for him. He'd never checked in.
I don't understand, Nora. I mean, it seems to me that you should have double-checked last night to make sure that he'd gotten in okay.
Yes, I should have double-checked last night, but you see, I was a little upset. I've got a few personal problems of my own to worry about, you see.
Obviously. Personal problems with Bo, of course.
Defending you hasn't exactly made my home life wonderful, you know?
Oh, so now that's all my fault, too?
No, I will take responsibility for that. I'm afraid this Chapin thing just slipped through the cracks, that's all.
Wonderful. I'm about to be crucified here, and you're all involved in your
fine. Just tell me what we're going to do.
I don't know what we're going to do. We have to stall somehow, although I don't have the foggiest idea how we're going to, since he was the only person I was planning on calling today.
He was your only witness? But what about the character witnesses?
We couldn't find any character witnesses for you, Doreen, remember?
What about Babs Bartlett?
Oh, no. I've interviewed her. I don't think she would make a good character witness. I think she'd do more damage than good.
Nora, what choice do we have at this point? Unless you want to put me on the stand.
No.
All rise. Oyez, the Court of Common Pleas for the City of Llanview, Lantano County, is now hearing evidence and testimony in the matter of the Commonwealth versus Dorian Lord. The Honorable Judge Hawthorne presiding.
Be seated. Miss Gannon, you may begin by calling your first witness.
The first thing I want to do is start a ski school. I figure that's where you bring him in. We'll run it right out of the inn. Al will be our first customer. The kid's a maniac. He's going to be a gold medalist. You just watch. Listen to me on this one.
You know what? I don't think I've seen you this excited over a project in a long, long time.
Is that bad?
No, it's good. It's so nice. All right. Tell me what else you want to do.
There's something we better talk about first.
What?
Boy, I don't know how to say this, so I'll just come right out. No secrets, right?
Yeah.
Well, I have an outstanding debt, and it's for a lot of money.
Okay.
And what I wanted to do, with your permission, of course, is to sell off some stock from our personal account and pay it off right away.
Is this a gambling debt?
In a way. There's just something that happened, and I want to clear it out of my life. I mean, this Mountain Sunset project, it's so great. I just don't want anything hanging over my head. I just want a clean slate. So, you think we can do that? Do you think you can help me pay this off?
Sugar, I'm gonna do whatever you want.
No questions asked?
Oh, no questions. I don't want to know how it happened. I don't want to know why it happened. I am so glad that you feel like you can be honest with me again. Makes me feel like we're back on the right track.
We are. And everything that's happened these last few weeks, it's history, ancient history. From now on, you and me, we concentrate on the future.
Miss Bartlett, could you please tell the court how it is that you have come to know Dorian Lord?
Oh, where to start? We have known each other for a long time. We sit on the same committees, we belong to the same clubs, we do lunch.
Yeah, I see. In the context of these various committees and clubs and lunches and stuff, you've become friendly, Dorian Lord, yes?
That is correct. She is a wonderful, wonderful person. She is not only generous with her time, but her money. Oh.
I see. Okay. So, based on everything that you know about Dorian Lord, would you think it even remotely possible that she could have harmed her husband in any way?
Absolutely not.
Thank you. No further questions, Miss Bartlett.
Mrs. Bartlett, do you have a friend by the name of Janet Whitman?
Yes, Janet and I are on the board of directors of the Llanview Art Museum.
I see. And do you recall a conversation with her on April 10th after your board's monthly meeting?
It's so hard to tell. Janet and I talk to each other all the time.
I see. Well, perhaps I might be able to refresh your recollection if I read a portion of Mrs. Whitman's deposition.
Your Honor, I'm afraid I don't know quite where the prosecution is leading with this.
Yes, could we get to the point, Miss Gannon?
Absolutely, Your Honor. Mrs. Whitman has written and I quote, "On the evening of April 10th, Babs Bartlett and I had a discussion concerning Dorian Lord. Babs related an incident shortly after Victor Lord died in which Dorian told her that Victor's death was the best thing that ever happened to her," end quote. Now, Mrs. Bartlett, does that ring a bell?
It's vaguely familiar.
You do remember that you are under oath?
Yes.
Then answer the question. Yes or no, did Dorian say this to you?
She said it, yes.
Thank you. Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Oh, but for heaven's sake, she was falling down drunk at the time.
Yes, thank you, Miss Bartlett.
I'm sure she was just joking.
Thank you, Miss Bartlett. Any redirect, Miss Gannon?
No, Your Honor.
Fine, thank you. May step down, Miss Bartlett.
Thank you.
Defense may proceed by calling the next witness.
Oh, Sloan, I'm so sorry you came all the way over here, but there's been a sort of a change of plan.
You're not going to the trial?
Oh, yes, I am going to go. I was thinking I'd go a little bit later. I mean, Joey's home. I thought it would be very nice to have a big sort of family breakfast, you know.
All right, of course.
You know, Mom, you know, we don't have to do it today. I mean, I don't want you to miss the trial or anything like that.
Yeah, and to tell you the truth, I really don't have any time for breakfast. I got to set up for the Spring Festival dance tonight. Maybe we can do it another time.
I thought it would be nice, you know.
I'm with Kevin. I'm not even hungry.
Oh. Well, I guess I'm being outvoted.
Yes, like Kevin said, maybe some other time.
Oh, well, all right, in that case, I guess I can go to the trial.
In which case, we'd better get a move on.
All right. I'll see you all later then. Bye, Clint.
Well, actually, I have to go to the trial myself.
You do?
I didn't think you'd be attending anymore now that Vicky's back.
Well, the reporter that was handling the story called in sick, so I'm going to have to cover it myself.
Oh.
I'd better get going. Kids, see you later.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, Dad.
I'll see you all later.
Hey.
Welcome home, honey.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm so sick of her.
Who?
Mom.
So, how was the trip?
Well, I'll tell you about another time. We're on our way to court.
Oh, okay. Oh, is Kevin here?
Yes, he's right in the library.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Bye.
All right.
Bye now.
Yeah, see ya. Rebecca, wait. Don't go inside there yet.
Why not?
Because.
Palace Hotel, Renee Buchanan.
Oh, hi. This is Ken Stinner. Is Rebecca Lewis there, please? L-E-W-I-S. Is she there?
No, I'm sorry, she's not.
Oh, great. She's not on campus. She's not home.
Excuse me, are you a friend of hers?
Oh, no. Well, kind of. See, we have this project due tomorrow, and it's for like a third of our grade, and if I don't get an A- or better, I'm not going to make the dean's list. This would be a disaster.
Oh, well, is there anything that I can do to help?
Well, could you tell me what time she's going to get home?
Well, I'm not sure exactly, Ken. It's Ken, right?
Oh, yeah, Ken Stinner. That's me. S-T-I-N-N-E-R. That's me.
Well, I think, my guess is she'll be home probably at least within the hour because she has to change into her costume before going to the party tonight.
Oh, the party, right.
Yes, the Spring Festival dance. You're going?
Me? No, oh, no, I have to study.
Oh, what a shame. Well, would you like to leave a message for her?
Oh, no, thanks. No, I'll come by in person. Yeah, be a lot better that way. Thanks.
don't get it, Jess. You seemed all right a couple minutes ago. The way you're describing the trip, it sounds like you had a great time. I thought you loved to shop.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but now I see she didn't want to do all those things. She acted like she had a great time while we were shopping, but I knew she just wanted to get back to the hotel so she can call Sloan.
Come on, Jess. You being a little hard on her?
No.
I do.
Joey.
Come on, Jessica. Kevin's right. I mean, when you guys came to visit me in Italy, you attacked every little thing she did. I mean, she's not perfect, but hey, she's not the monster you're making her out to be either.
Yes, she is. She divorced Dad, remember? I can't believe you guys. You're acting like you're just gonna give up and forget about it.
Well, it's not really a matter of giving up. It's a matter of growing up, actually.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, I think it's about time we face facts here, and that is that Mom and Dad's marriage is over. Now you're gonna have to deal with that, Jess.
No way.
Hey, Jessica. Guys.
Hi. Paul, what's up? Hey, Rebecca.
Just wondering if you're ready to go set up for the party.
Yeah.
1 second. Jess, why don't you just chill out on this for a little while, all right? Just try not to think about it for a little while. Okay?
All right, Joe. See you.
Ciao.
Yeah.
See ya.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Look, Jess, are you gonna be all right with this?
You don't understand. Nobody understands.
What I understand is that Mom and Sloan are getting married. And there's nothing that you or I or anyone can do about that. It's called reality.
I hate this. Lorna? Hi, it's me. California was a drag. I couldn't get rid of Mom. Well, at least we have one day more suspension, right? Why don't you come over? Find something really fun to do.
Your Honor, I don't mean to inconvenience the court in any way. I apologize for the inconvenience. You see, the witness that I had planned on calling, my very important witness that I was planning on calling right at this time, doesn't seem to be here right now. I'm sure it's just a simple problem of transportation or some such thing, you know. And if the court will just give me, just bear with me for a few more minutes.
Have all day, Miss Gannon.
Yes, if I could have just a little bit of time maybe to track him down.
Very well. Court will grant you 1 hour, no more.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Court stands in recess, 12:45.
All rise.
That's it, 1 hour. That's all we've got. And if he doesn't show up by then, we're dead.
What are you going to do?
I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. What do you suggest? A tap dance, perhaps? We don't have anyone to put on the stand.
Yes, we do. What about Blair?
Blair, I thought we agreed that, I mean, what is she going to testify to? The size of your bank account?
She's on the list, Nora. At least she could buy us some time.
How do you know she's even willing?
Just give me a few moments alone with her. She'll be willing.
You have to wait the recess out in your holding cell.
All right. Then have her come see me there.
Let's just make one thing perfectly clear, all right? She is a character witness. That is all. Don't you two go cooking something up between you. Agreed?
Absolutely. Heaven forbid.
Excuse me, Blair. What? Your aunt would like you to go see her in the holding room during recess.
Okay.
Is everything all right?
No, Nora. Everything is all right.
Okay.
Hi, Clint.
How you doing?
Good. Excuse me.
Hi, Vicky.
Hello.
Excuse me, I have a witness to find.
This is absolutely awful.
Yeah. Should have been here for the fireworks yesterday.
Oh, I know. I heard about Nora's cross-examination of you. Sloan and Clint filled me in.
You know you're not alone.
I know. You poor thing. Your feelings must have been so hurt.
Might say that.
Oh, Blair. Thank goodness you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Please, sit down. I need you to do a favor for me.
What a surprise. What is it this time, Dorian?
I need you to take the stand. What? Blair, we're absolutely desperate. Please do this for me.
Dorian, please. I'm just not up for more lies, not today.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means you can forget it. I'm not testifying.
I don't believe this, Blair. You're turning your back on me when I need you the most. I mean, I thought I could count on you.
Maybe I'm just tired of being there for everyone else when no one is ever there for me, Dorian. I've got problems too, you know. I go out of my way to help someone else out. And what do I get in return? A royal blow-off.
Max. Yes. We are talking about Max.
Yes, we're talking about Max, Dorian. All right, you know, we were going to Atlantic City last night. We were almost going to Atlantic City last night, and all of a sudden, bang, he's back with Luna. Ugh. They're the most pathetically happy couple in the whole world. And just when I thought I was finally getting him to turn to me.
Blair, I'm sorry for you. Really, I am. But I am having a lot of trouble being deeply sympathetic at this point because, you see, I'm on trial for murder.
And whose fault is that, Dorian?
The point is we're talking about my life, not some schoolgirl infatuation. Without your help, Blair, the trial could be over today. I could be found guilty, unjustly. Now then, if you do get on that witness stand and I'm acquitted, I will do everything I can to see to it that you and Max get back together again.
And what is it you want me to do, Dorian? Be a character witness?
Yes. That, and then there's one other small thing that you can do to help.
So this big shindig you guys are planning to throw here is a costume party?
That it is, yes.
Yes, and what are you two going as?
Well, I'll be going as Cyrano de Bergerac.
And so, of course, I'm Roxanne.
Oh, isn't that romantic?
You're such a sap. Kev, what about you?
I'm not telling you, it's a surprise.
Wait, Kevin, you gotta give us at least a hint.
Yeah.
All right, he's sort of a romantic guy, I guess, his own twisted way.
AC, you're going as your grandfather.
No, but close, close. Look, you guys, it's getting late. Do you mind if I check the center out again one more time? I gotta see how much speaker wire I'm gonna need before they decorate.
No problem. We'll walk you over there.
Yeah, see y'all later on.
Okay.
Bye. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Need any help?
No, I can take care of this. But, thanks for helping me out with the drinks.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'll see you back here in a little while.
You got it.
Yeah.
Tonight is going to be so much fun. I can't wait.
Well, I can't wait to see you as Roxanne. It's, sort of a dream come true.
nice dress. Too bad Pal is never gonna see her in it.
Big news! So we were going to visit my Aunt Tina and her husband Kane, who's in jail. Okay, and guess what Mom says to me? What? Jessica, dear, don't you have something more appropriate to wear? Like there's some dress code or something in prison, and they won't allow me in the visitor's room wearing jeans and a t-shirt. Do you believe what I have to put up with? Bummer. Look, are we gonna sit around all day ragging on your mom, or are we gonna go do something? I don't know. What do you want to do? How about go downtown and have some fun? Where'd you get those? I have my ways. So, you up for some partying? Come on. It'll help you forget about your problems with Mommy, dearest. Okay, let's go.
Well, did you find Chapin?
No, no one seems to know where he is.
Well, not to worry. Blair has agreed to take the stand.
Oh, great. Maybe she can undo some of the damage that good old Babs did.
Oh, I'm sure that she will do lots more than that.
Meaning?
Meaning just that. People tend to like Blair.
Dorian?
Nora, don't be so suspicious. I just have faith that Blair is going to come through for me.
Dorian, if you've cooked up some little scheme or something, you better call it off because the whole thing will blow up in your face.
Would you give me a little credit, counselor? Don't you think that I have learned my lesson from all of my mistakes?
Well, I certainly hope so.
Oh, I have. I assure you.
All rise.
Be seated. Miss Gannon, are we ready to continue?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Very well. You may call your next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defense calls Blair Daimler.
So, are you gonna save the first dance for me or what?
The first dance, the last dance, and all the dances in between.
Well, I gotta warn you, I do a pretty mean hustle.
Oh, no. Cyrano de Bergerac doing disco? I don't think so.
Wait, why not? John Travolta lives again.
Yeah, not here he doesn't.
Well, are you sure you still want to go with me? I mean, this is your last chance to change your mind.